Welcome to Sacred Wandering with Keira Brinton. My friend, this is a corner of the world where time stops, where the noise in our minds quiet, where we have soft hearts and we open our palms and we ask. This is a place where we receive. I invite you to join me as we wander through the sacred together. Welcome to Sacred Wandering. Good morning, my love. I am finally back home for a few days. And it's such a blessing to be in my prayer corner. My prayer corner, the one that has my energy, the one that I have dedicated to the sanctity of prayer. I don't know if you can feel it today, but it's like my body rests in this corner. So I welcome you back into my space. Even though our prayer corners can go everywhere with us, there is something about our dedicated prayer corner that it is like a warm blanket, and I feel that today. So I invite you to take a nice deep breath in from the crown of your head, all the way into that lower belly. I want you to feel your lower belly move. A little bit more, come on. All the way till you feel like you're going to burst, and then let it out with a sound of relief. Let's do that again. Take in as much air as you can. And out. There we go. It's a beautiful way to get into the body. Today, my heart is tender. My soul feels present. And I feel as though I'm in the midst of a new expansion. We leave in 4 days to shoot our TV show, the TV show that shows the path of the prophet. A TV show that shows humans still praying and hearing God. And this expansion is intense. And so I feel so tender because the expansion is intense. So that's where I am today. And the message that I landed on today seems to be fitting. I received this, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago. And I think this is so beautiful. These are the words that I received. Many do not ever see the dust particles that appear in the rays of light. Many walk through them without even a second glance. But you have always stopped, saw, and witnessed it as magic, as sparkles. Your gift is how you see. Embrace it and then share it. What's interesting about that message is that when I received that message, I was shown a vision of when I was 9, maybe 7. My mom had taken our big old VHS camera, that big, huge, like 50-pound video camera that we all had in the early 90s, late 80s. And she videoed me as I sat on the couch and the sun rays were coming through the window and it created all of these dust particles. And I was catching them with my hands. And she videoed me for like 15 minutes. I just sat there catching these dust particles like they were sparkles. And what's interesting is that this morning, after I led a mastermind from Amsterdam, just my average day now. 7 a.m. leading this mastermind for this huge entrepreneur who lives in Amsterdam. I went on a walk in my fancy clothes and my flip-flops around my new neighborhood. And I landed at my favorite place, which is this enormous tree. It's like a dreaming tree and has this irrigation stream that I like to call a river, but it's just irrigation, but it's fine. It's my river. And these massive stalks, like reeds, grow out of this little stream. And I laid next to it underneath the fresh sun. And I prayed. When I got up, I saw these sparkles. I don't even understand what they were, but it was like these beautiful sparkles. It looked like spider webs, but I have never seen spider webs in grass. But it was like these webs were winding through the grass blades and they sparkled in the sun and they caught my breath of the beauty that only I was seeing. And then to read this message, I didn't know what message we were going to read today. I just opened it up before I hit record. And it was just another witness for me. And that is what this is. When I speak to God, it's witnesses, it's rememberings. It's the remembering of who I am. It's the witnessing of who I am. And that is what I hope for you, is that every time we pray together, that you are reminded of who you are, that you will remember your brilliance, your beauty, your wonder. I just see this image of a mother taking her hands to your face and looking into your beautiful eyes and saying, "Oh, my love, I see you. You are so brilliant. You are so important. You are so loved for all of you." And that's the energy I feel in my prayers, that God just wants me to remember. It's hard because we have a lot to do and we have a lot to break through when we are expanding. And it's not just our own limiting beliefs, it's our generational patterns. It's the cellular makeup that was given to us when we incarnated onto this planet. It is the generational patterns from above us, but it's also the cultural patterns that we have been so embedded and wound into. And yet, through all of this pulling and feeling as though we are being pulled like taffy, right? Being just molded and stretched and expanded, that these moments of prayer, this is when we get to sit with God and we get to remember who we are. And so today, as we go into prayer, my invitation is that you give God all of the limiting beliefs that have kept you solidly in this shape, and ask that God may mold you to a greater vision than you could ever imagine. You ready? So I want you to pick it up with your hands and you're going to place it into God. Whatever the beliefs are that are keeping you stuck, whatever the beliefs are that are creating suffering, whatever the beliefs are that are holding you and tying you into this shape. And then we're going to ask that God may touch our cells, that our cells may know a new shape, that our cells may know a new way, a new vibration, a new frequency, that our cells may remember who we truly are and that they may match that blueprint. Just breathing that in. We're going to ask that God will place his hands on our head to give us a blessing, that we may receive the words that we need to hear today. And I will be quiet while you pray. Take a nice deep breath in. Whatever you received, make sure you place it into your prayer book. We're going to ask with our palms open to the heavens, God, what is the number one action that you need me to do today? You're going to listen. You're going to receive. Whatever you receive, I invite you to write it at the bottom of your prayer book. Then we're going to call on all of your angels and your guides in and through the light of Christ, that they may walk with you today. They may hold you. That they may help you remember who you are. They may help you take this action. I'm going to ask that your angels will open up pathways of miracles for you today, that you may see and know the hand of God. And I'm going to invite a blessing upon you, that with each breath you take today, you remember how loved you are. With each step you take, you may claim the miracles that are yours. And with that, my love, I thank you for wandering into the sacred with me. And I will see you tomorrow morning in our prayer corner. Thank you, my love, for wandering into the sacred with me today. It is always an honor to hold this space for thousands of us to gather daily in sacred devotion. If you feel called to deepen this practice and join me live, I invite you to be a part of the Sacred Wandering Circle, a private, intimate space where we share our daily blessings in a Facebook group and gather once a month for a live 1-hour session. We come together to bless the body, to pray, and to receive. There is so much power when we unite with others who hold the sacred sacred. If your heart is nudging you, you can find the link in the show notes. And remember, you don't need anyone to help you hear God. You are the conduit. God speaks directly to you. And your prayer corner, it lives within you always.